Oh no, it is uncharacteristically Thursday. So yes, I have an emergency video today. I wasn't really planning on making one, but I decided that, you know what, I heard something and it really kind of bothered me, so I decided that I would make a video about it. Now, how to preface this video? I'm not saying that I'm making this video because I was afraid to stand up to the person or say anything. It just wasn't the right time and it wasn't the right person. Like, I guess I should just get on with it. So, I was hanging out with my friends last night, and we were playing this board game, and I don't know if you guys don't know me, I love board games. Board games are my thing. Under my desk is where I hide all my board games. Like, I have, King of Tokyo, I have Munchkin down there. And I have other board games back home, and I'm still getting more, and I just love them. I think it's a really fun way to get people to hang out. But anyway, we're playing this game called Resistance Avalon, and it was really just a really fun game. It wasn't so much about the actual stuff that came with the board game, so much as if you ever played the game Mafia, it was a lot like Mafia. If you don't know what that is, really look it up. It's a really great party game. But we were about to play it, and this girl just sits down and looks at it, and immediately, the very first thing that she says, "Man, that looks really nerdy. I don't think I want to play it." I don't understand at all. How... In today's culture, how can you even think like that? Today's society is dominated by nerd culture. Literally, what is the biggest blockbuster that's about to come out in 3 months? Oh, that's right, Avengers Age of Ultron. That is the nerdiest of nerd you can get. That's like comic books. That's where nerd culture almost originated. And I don't understand how you can be so against stuff like that, or just totally dismiss it. Because nerds have fun, as you can see. And she even played the game and admitted that it was fun. And so, and I know it kind of defeats the purpose of me ranting, but my purpose isn't so much that as it is people dismissing things as nerdy. No, you know me, and we do nerdy stuff all the time. In fact, we've gone to leaps and bounds. I've even played Dungeons and Dragons, and you know what? It just wasn't for me. But am I saying that it's dumb because it's nerdy? No, I think it's a great idea. In fact, it's where 50%, or if not more, of my favorite nerdiest things come from is Dungeons and Dragons. Without Dungeons and Dragons, we wouldn't have, Fire Emblem. We wouldn't have RPGs as we know them for video game nerds, if you know what I'm talking about. But, like Pokemon, we wouldn't have freaking Pokemon. I can't just sit here and just ignore that was said. Because... I'm at the University of Michigan. You don't get in here without being a nerd of some sort. And granted, she was... I struggle to call this being a nerd. She's very smart, I'll give her that. But she's a fashion nerd. I don't really know if you could call that being a nerd. I guess that's, more of a linguistics sort of thing. That's out of my jurisdiction. But, I'm even wearing a nerdy shirt for this video. I wasn't even, anticipating making a video today, but I just wore this, so I guess it works. But I struggle to call that being a nerd because it's just knowing social norms or things of beauty. I guess that's sort of a scientific thing, but what's that line? Whereas I, on the other hand, want to major in English, and if you want to major in English, you have to be a nerd. I have to read this for class. William Shakespeare's The Tempest. I'm not reading that for fun. But it's fun to read. If you catch my drift. And I don't understand. And she was even friends with some of my other friends who are all nerds and everything. And she gets along with them. But then I don't understand how you can function in today's society, especially at where I am right now with the University of Michigan. I'm not saying I'm above everybody, but there's, lots of nerds here. I don't understand you can function there without having some sort of nerdish quality. It's mind-boggling. The biggest thing that hit me was she said that was nerdy, and that was what turned her off. And I was really hoping that we had gotten past the social construction where nerd is synonymous with bad, because it's not. Because we are all nerds, As John Green, one of my favorite authors, put it, to be nerdy is to be super, super excited about something. It's great to be super excited about something. So I guess in that sense she is a fashion nerd, but it's not like nerdy with the rest of the things that we are. Because I am a nerd. I love so many things, and I'm so passionate about all of them. I'm passionate about movies, comic books, about actual literature, about video games, about ideas. I love freedom, and I just, America, yeah. And I struggle to understand what is so bad about being nerdy, because I have so much fun doing it, just being a nerd and doing wonderful things. And I struggle to find why that's such a bad connotation. If you guys can come up with a justifiable explanation for why that's a bad thing, let me know, because I don't get it. Like, I mean, I could see why people, like, frown upon, like, Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, but that's the only way I could see that is from a religious standpoint, because my biggest thing is that if you don't understand something, don't rag on it, because that's so dumb. Like, people rag on YouTube all the time. They say it's the stupidest thing, that people can sit in the room and get tons of money just for making a stupid video, but that's not it. Like, I know I don't do this, but the biggest YouTubers spend tons and tons of money making their content, editing it. Like, my favorite one, Game Theory, like, and that's Game Theory, that's, like, super nerdy. But he put so much time into his videos, and that's why they only come out, like, once every 2 or 3 weeks. But, man, his stuff is good, and I struggle to understand why it's a bad thing. Because look at PewDiePie. How many subscribers does he have? 30 million plus. So you're telling me that it's bad that like 30 million plus people have bad taste? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I know that you and I see pretty eye to eye on the nerd thing, and I've introduced you into a lot of nerdy stuff, and you've introduced me to, I think you tried with Doctor Who. That frustrated me, and I had to make a video about it, because who else was going to understand, right? Oh, man. But anyway, that's my rant of frustration, trying to get everybody to accept nerd culture, because it's great. It's so great. Like, for instance, look at this new TV show, Arrow. Like, even the TV shows are just getting dominated by nerd culture. And Arrow, the acting is less than par. And some of the special effects are really corny. But the writing, which comes from the nerdiness, is so good. I don't know. Hey, if you're a nerd watching this, and you don't know who I am, and you know who that other guy is that I was talking about, you should subscribe, because we talk about a lot of nerdy stuff all the time. You should also give us a like, because likes are cool. And nerds can be cool. And also just share us with your friends. Like, if you have any nerdy friends who might appreciate this video, or even go check out some of the other really cool stuff that I mentioned, like Vlogbrothers or Game Theory. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. They probably won't know it's from me, but regardless, I like them. They deserve more likes and stuff, so do yourself a favor. And have a good day. And sturf. So, with that, I love all of your faces. Noah, you'll see me again on Saturday, where I make a video that probably actually still fits into the length of the requirement. Because this doesn't count, because it was an emergency video.